Hey beauties and anyone else watching. So we're in some very trying times right now. And I just want to start off by saying, don't panic, relax. You have to just try to stay safe, but also, even if you're not worried for yourself, worry about the people that have health concerns, that have health issues, the elderly people that won't be able to fight this virus. You're quarantining yourself or you're staying in lockdown, not so much for your personal health and safety, but for other people's personal health and safety. So just do the selfless thing and stay home, stay away from people that are at risk, and just try to stay healthy, try to eat healthy, and try to be healthy and make smart decisions. If you're like me, and so many people right now are in worse situations or more extreme situations than I am right now, so I'm sure some of you can relate, but I'm in New York and right now we're kind of in the midst of starting what I think is going to be a very major lockdown. So this is just my thoughts. This whole video is going to be my thoughts, what I've been doing, how I've been feeling, and then things I've just heard from other people and things that I've been seeing in the news. If you have any questions, comment below, or if you just want to offer some advice or your stories or anything like that, yeah, just comment below or hit me up on any of my social medias, which I'll have listed somewhere. So, of course, today we're talking about the COVID virus, the coronavirus, as most of you probably know it by. So this virus started in Wuhan, China. China is now trying to blame the United States for it, which is complete ludicrous. And if you ask me, which I don't know if you care to or not, but I honestly think that China should be brought up on crimes against humanity for this, because they lied for so long. And had they not lied and had they been open and honest with the world about the situation, we might not have seen so many people get sick and so many people die, and we're seeing economies collapse, we're seeing countries collapse, and this could have all been avoided, or at least we could have helped if they had been upfront and honest the whole time. And now they're blaming America, which is crazy, but whatever. So back to what I was saying about New York. We're on what I think is going to be a pretty major lockdown. Now, I can't say that for sure now, but as of today, Monday, March the 16th at 7:43 p.m., in about 17 minutes, all of our bars, restaurants, movie theaters, places of entertainment, casinos, gyms, everything is supposed to be closed down. Now, they said at first that this was voluntary. Now they're saying it's mandatory. I don't know. I have health concerns. I have really bad food allergies, which doesn't sound that bad, but in medical related things such as this, if I were to contract some type of coronavirus, there's a chance that I wouldn't be able to receive treatment because of my allergies to the medication. So to me, this is like, it's pretty major. So I've been working from home Friday and today. However, this afternoon, my company announced that we are going to be working from home. So, or at least I am going to be working from home for the foreseeable future until this all clears up. We also have in my county, we're under a state of emergency. New York State is under a state of emergency as well, as is the United States, which is under a state of emergency. Now let's bring you back to last week, because I think it's kind of important to talk about what happened last week. I believe it was actually last Monday, but I know it started a couple of days before that. But last Monday is when I was really starting to feel scared, nervous, anxious about all this. So New Rochelle, which is in Westchester County in New York, which is like 15-20 minutes from where I grew up. I lived in the city, Connecticut, Long Island, so it's all pretty close. They went on lockdown, complete lockdown. So they weren't allowed to go anywhere. They really weren't allowed to leave their house. The National Guard came in, and it got pretty scary. They went on full-on quarantine. Now around this time, I think it may have been maybe even the same day, but I know definitely around this time, Italy also went on lockdown, and they were completely on quarantine, and the number of people that are passing away in Italy is astonishing, and it's terrifying. Now, am I telling people to panic? Absolutely not. All I'm saying is that it's crazy how this thing popped up and how major it has become. So when I heard this about New Rochelle, I was so scared, because it sounds pretty major to be like basically locked into your house, not be able to go anywhere, and the military's there. So that was pretty scary. Now we're seeing cases all over the whole entire state, as well as the country and internationally. So the county that I live in has had one case, according to the state health department and according to Governor Cuomo. But however, our health officials in our county are claiming that we don't have any cases. Now, do I believe it? No. I don't, to be frank. I don't think that the state health department, nor do I think that the governor would be lying to us. I think it's more likely that, so what I was saying before my camera so rudely interrupted me is I personally think that there's a chance that, I don't want to say this because I know it's like a sensitive, touchy subject, but I do think there's a chance that our individual counties could be potentially feeding us false information. And I know that sounds like a conspiracy theory, but I honestly just don't believe it is, because I believe what the governor and what the state health department is telling me, not so much what our county is telling me. Especially, I believe this because one of our elected officials gave a speech on live TV on the internet and was getting very, very rude and very hostile towards reporters that were asking the question of, why does Cuomo, our governor, say that there's a case? Why does the health department say there's a case and you're saying no? And he was getting livid. So to me, that's not someone who's telling the 100% truth. And he kept saying, it doesn't matter if there's 0 cases or 1 cases, there's gonna be plenty of cases in the future. So that doesn't give me so much hope, but let's move past that. I think a lot of politicians are keeping this quieter than what's really going on. I don't think we're being given as much information as is really out there. I don't think we have a full gravity of how aggressive this virus is, how dangerous this virus is, how many people have this virus. A lot of people that are showing symptoms aren't allowed to get tested. A lot of people that are getting to the testing facilities aren't being allowed to be tested because we don't have enough tests. There's a lot of things that are just completely inconsistent to me, and I think that this is bigger than what they're letting on. That's my opinion. That's all I'm saying. So this is like my prediction on what I think is going to happen. Take it or leave it. So most of the schools here are closed for a month. I'm pretty sure New York City schools are closed for a month as well. Universities are closed until the end of the semester. So this is what I think. I think the next 7 to 14 days are going to be the most telling. We're either going to go where it's going to be okay, we're going to make some advancements, we're going to be able to figure this out, and everything is going to be fine because we are doing early methods of quarantine, which I think is going to help tremendously in how many people are getting sick. However, I think it can also go the other way. So I think in 7 to 14 days, if this isn't resolved in a major type of way, I think we're going to see a lot of things happen. Now, this is me being a pessimist, just saying what I think is going to happen. So right now, we're still in flu season. A lot of people are getting pneumonia anyway, just because of the weather. It's going from snowing to 70 the next day, and people are going to get sick. People are going to get colds and flus. They're going to get pneumonia. They're going to have allergies. There's a lot of that going around. Now with that, your immune system's going to be weakened. And a lot of people aren't taking this very seriously and are still hanging out with people. And I think that can also prove to be very dangerous. As well as that, a lot of people have underlying health problems that they don't know about. So a lot of people could be suffering from diabetes. A lot of people could be suffering from heart disease. A lot of people could be suffering from lung issues. And they just don't know. So this could be a major issue if they contracted the coronavirus. Now, if it doesn't get resolved in 14 days, that's just what I'm saying. I'm really hoping it does because I don't want to be in isolation and I'm scared, to be frank. So if it doesn't resolve in 14 days, this is what I see happening. One, I see people are going to run out of supplies. It's already happening in my area. The grocery stores say they're restocking. I don't see that. I see shelves almost bare when they say they just restocked, and there's a limit. You can only buy like 1 of each thing. So I think supplies are going to run low. I think even though they're saying now that manufacturers will stay open, grocery stores will stay open, pharmacies will stay open, we get 90% of our drugs from China and overseas. Because they are on lockdown and because China is hostile towards us right now, I don't think we're going to be getting new medicine in. That's it. Unless we open up more factories that can produce the large number of medicines that our citizens need, or prescriptions that our citizens need, I don't think in the next 30 to 60 days we'll have medicine. I think we'll run out of food, plain and simple. I think we will. I think we'll go into a major recession, if not a depression, because people aren't at their jobs, and the people that are at their jobs aren't being productive because we're constantly watching the news. People are scared. People aren't buying things. people aren't selling things because people don't want to buy them. So I think that's going to lead us into some serious economical issues, as well as people are going to get sick, people are going to get laid off, people are going to lose their jobs, and the United States is trying to subsidize these people's incomes right now and give a lot of free healthcare options, which I think is great in a time of national emergency. However, I think that's going to be very damaging to the economy. We're already seeing it with the stock market is like super low, and we put $1.3 trillion into it this last week, and it's already super low again. I'm very worried about that. Do I think a lot of people will get it? Yeah, for sure. I'd probably assume 70-80% of the population will get it. I don't think a lot of people will die from it. I'm gonna guess out of that 100% that gets it, I'm gonna guess 4%, 5%, some are 6% even maybe die of that. I don't think that the numbers are gonna be insane like the flu or swine flu, but I think they're gonna be a good number, which is unfortunate always. I do also think that there are going to be some serious health side effects to people that get it and recover from it. They're already saying that there could be like tumors and stuff in your lungs from afterwards, and I think that there are going to be long-term side effects that we have not announced yet, so I'm afraid of that. So what have I been doing during my lockdown? Which I'm sure none of you care about right now because you're all dealing with your own stuff, but I've just been trying to ration food because I have such severe food allergies. I can only eat certain products from certain manufacturers, and I'm afraid that their supply is going to run low. So I've been trying to ration food. I'm eating about a third, maybe even a fourth of what I normally eat, and I'm trying to stay as inactive as I can so that I'm not burning those calories. I'm trying to be sitting and laying down and not really be burning a ton of calories. However, I am trying to do 30 minutes a day of light exercise so that I can, you know, stay healthy. So that's good. I've been trying to drink a lot of orange juice, trying to eat healthy even by rationing the food. I've been trying to do my makeup and hair, outfits, clean my house to stay busy. I did this yesterday. Hope you guys like this. This took me a long time and I really loved it. I've just been really trying to stay busy, and I've also been not going out. If I can't help it, I don't go out. I haven't left the house since Thursday when I was at work. So Friday, I stayed home. Saturday, Sunday, today, I haven't left the house. I've been outside maybe 2 times to just walk around the block. And even then, I was very careful to, if I saw someone else, walk on the other side of the street. I'm trying to be as safe as I possibly can. So I'll keep you guys updated every day, every other day as stuff changes. I just wanted to say hi, and I wanted to keep you guys up to date on what's going on. So yeah, that's my doom and gloom, and I hope things get better. I really do, because I love my way of life currently. I do not want to see it destroyed. I just want things to go back to normal, and hopefully they will soon. So I'll check up on you next time. And guys, comment below what's going on where you are. Are you guys on lockdown? Are you guys on quarantine? Anything interesting going on? What have you been doing to spend the time? How are you feeling? Do you know anyone that has it? I don't know, just whatever you want to talk about, let's talk about it. I think the best thing we can do in a situation like this is stay calm and stay connected, and stay hopeful, because I think everything happens exactly as it's supposed to, no matter how wonderful or horrible it is. So I think everything will happen just exactly as it's supposed to, and we just need to wait out the storm and see what happens. Good luck, everyone.